Okay, let's start our morning MAO right now. Hi, morning everybody. This is Cal once again. Today is the 27th of May. Today is Thursday. Today got no football again, as usual. We know that in Singapore because now the COVID cases are still going up. So that's why a lot of these sports are being stopped. So I'll be doing some jogging later on. Yeah, must keep fit, right? You guys should also keep fit, okay? All right, let's start our morning MAO right now. There's lots of information to share with you. Let's begin. Okay, right, guys. Once again, today is the birthday. Yay! Happy birthday to the Dow Jones. Okay, happy birthday. Today is 125th birthday. All right, to be precise, it's yesterday, but doesn't matter. All right, just because of US timing and Singapore timing. So actually, it was yesterday. It was the Dow Jones 125th birthday. All right. So if you do the maths itself, right? Can anyone tell me, right, which year did the Dow Jones was born? All right, anyone tell me? Can you tell me exactly which year did the Dow Jones was born? All right, so let me ask you guys. Let me see whether are you ready to have some mathematics coming into your life in this morning. Hi, morning to you, Desmond. Morning to you, Jasmine. All right, what's the answer, guys? Anyone can tell me which year was that when the Dow Jones was created? Waiting for answers. Like, is it because my thing is stuck or I can't hear you guys? Or no one will do this in the morning? Wow, Colin, very systematic. Okay, year 2021 minus 125, you get 1896. And exactly spot on, Colin. Well done. Well, I must give you a like. Okay, indeed, Colin, you're absolutely right yourself. That was the year that Dow Jones was actually created. Okay. All right, in 1896, Anthony and Philip, you are actually right too. All right, 1896. Okay, so obviously it's all right. None of us was born back then unless you are a different person, different species. All right, so what is it about this 1896? Let's us do some little history, okay? Now, first of all, if you notice this is how the last time, how this Wall Street, they do their trading with a chalkboard. And of course, last time people who go into Wall Street itself, right, to go into the floor, you need to be a gentleman and you must wear on hats and you also must, wear on your suits. And think about this, back then itself, there's no air conditioner. So which means that it's likely fan. So imagine how hot would that be? Well, think about that for one moment. So that's why when it comes to summer period itself, right, when it's so hot, no people will wear jackets. No one will wear suits, okay? Go down and trade. That's why in summer period itself, most people don't trade. And that is where you have all this so-called sell in May and go away, because likely the market will get a little bit slow because of the lack of people activity. Okay, but of course now with air condition coming into the world, then any day, anytime, anywhere, you can do trading in the market. All right, so you got an idea now about how this thing really works, about why people need to leave in May, okay? All right, now the structure last time, FYI, the first original 12 members. Now take a look. We have American Cotton Oil, American Sugar, American Tobacco, Chicago Gas, Distilling and Cattle Feeding, General Electric, okay? Okay, like list, how to pronounce this? Okay, like list. All right, Gas, National Lead, North American, Tennyson Coal, and US Leather and US Rubber. So basically it's right. You notice that all this is distant ancestor of Best Food, evolved into Amstar, then all broken up because of antitrust. Then all these things, you can realize that, right, all these are no longer there. General Electric was there until 2018, then after it was removed. Then after that, basically all of them now is no there. Like even US Rubber had become Uni Royal and now it's based on part of this Michelin. So in short itself, right, the first 12 companies actually is no longer there, in short. All right, so this is how and why I keep on reminding you guys for Dow Jones, is that because of this is the way we human evolve and maintain. So there is a possibility that Dow Jones will see 40,000 or even 50,000 in the next 20, 30 years. Because that's how we do it. Everything that's good, we stay. If it's not good, we change. And of course, the way they structure is always different and try to make it better. So there is a very good possibility that the Dow Jones will go all the way up itself until, 20, 30 years later. So anyone want to guess? Want to give a bet now, right? The very first price, the very first, the level that when the Dow Jones was created, anyone can tell me what was the first level? It means that once the Dow Jones, ding, 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 opened in 1896, all right? What was the first level that we saw? What was the first level? All right, anyone can give a guess. That means the first number that's available on the screen, so-called on screen or on a chalkboard, back in 1896 itself, right? What would number? Now today, Dow Jones at 34,000, right? So obviously itself back then, the Dow Jones below 1,000. So definitely below 1,000, yeah. So what number do you think that it will be? All right, we have Jimmy said 24. We have Yuming said 23. Okay, any more? Any more answers? All right, of course I'll release the numbers very soon, okay? All right, any more? Anthony said 8. Okay, cannot be 8 lah. 12 of them leh. 12, the original member, how can I give them only 8? Ayo, must share 0.5 cannot be right. Liu says 60, okay. 27 say by Judy. Well, you guys are not close enough. You are around that range, but not close. Wow, Akiet, hey, walao, 40.94. Why? You saw the answer already? Okay, yeah, Akiet got it correct. Wow, Akiet, I always suspect that you are from the outer space or you are actually Dracula since then itself, right? So you know, huh? Okay, Akiet got it correct. The index itself, first day, close at, okay, close actually, word close. I'll try to find a better opening if we can get. I don't think we can get opening. Okay, it's 40.94 indeed in 1896, May 26. So theoretically, it's yesterday, but in America itself, it's still May 26. You understand that? Okay, so basically itself, right, this is what happened in Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones every year on average have been rising at 7.69%. And of course, if you compound this all the way, right, from then until now, that is whereby now we have Dow Jones at 35,000. So even though there were times whereby we have very, very drastic drop like 1929, this 1962, 1977, 2008, we have really crazy selling, but you notice that after the crazy selling, the market always go up. So this tells us very clearly that the next time you see a Dow Jones down by 30% or 40% or even 50%, it's not a time for you to get out of the market, it's to jump back into the market. So that's why we always sell at the high and wait for the 30, 40, 50% to drop. Then at that level, people tell you to get out of the market, you go back into the market. That is how it works because this is the American history for 125 years. Can you get that, my point? So next time you see market crashing down, please do not exit the market in a way, right? If you're, of course, a lousy stock, you just get out of portfolio. But a good stock itself, right, that is where you can go in. And I know that our Uncle Arun, if he's still is online this morning, he shared with me that he bought Dow Jones recently, back in 2008 and 9, at a very, very low price, and he's still holding that position. Oh my God. I mean, I know that it's more like momentum sake, but that was incredible. Now, you don't buy on dip, Liu. You don't buy on dip. You buy when the market comes to a certain number and you're comfortable to hold for a long period of time. So when I say long period of time, I'm talking about really 5 years, 10 years of cycle, right? You get my point here? Because this is what Dow Jones actually, how it behaved. You just have to believe it because it's always like that. Okay, so that's why I can tell you guys in the next wave, if there is going to be one, then the next wave you will know what to do and you're going to be benefiting on this by doing the right thing for the many years to come. Okay, got the idea? All right, so of course the Dow Jones, the way they select the what they call their selection of their, putting them into their component stock. Obviously, it must be a blue chip company, then you must achieve sector balance, sustain growth, wide investor interest, excellent reputation. Then the market cap itself must have sufficient liquidity, enough public float, about 10%. Then, of course, financial availability, earnings is there. So you can see that, right? To be part of Dow Jones, you cannot be just only, I'm a company, I'm going to go in. There's a lot of things that you need to do. So overall itself, this is how you actually, get your Dow Jones Component Index. And that's why itself now, right, it's still at 30. And of course, it's very easy to manipulate. So that's why you think about this from the back end here. We always hear that, right, if America get a sniff, the whole world get a cold. When America get a cold, the whole world get fever. You understand? So I was thinking out loud itself, America got only 30 component stock. And every day we look at Dow Jones to see what to do today. So the question is this, is it easier to manipulate the Dow Jones, or is it easier to manipulate the rest of the world? So if that is the case itself, right, if I know what the Dow will do, can I know that what will the rest of the world will be doing later on? Because it seems to be like that, right? So since then itself, I always believe that, right, as long as you can know, you do know what will happen in the US market, you roughly know what to do for the rest of the whole world. All right, so that is what I want to share with you and the structure of the Dow Jones, okay? So a lot of effort to put into this, no, not that easy, and that is the thing that I want to share with you this morning. All right, now even look at it more crazy, insane stuff. This is the map that I managed to get for you. This is the Dow Jones average since 1896 until 2016, or to be precise, about 2016, correct? So you can see that human innovation always trumps fear. See, every time the market go into an insane sell-off, all right, what happened? The market rebounded. Now, FYI itself, right? Do understand this, when Warren Buffett came into the market, you must understand where Warren Buffett was, okay? Let me show you a very important thing. When Warren Buffett is born in 1930, okay, which is here. This is where Warren Buffett was born, okay? Make it precise a bit, yeah. Do you know why Warren Buffett was born here itself? Because that time itself, right, in 1927 to 1930, the stock market crashed down. So Warren Buffett dad have nothing better to do because he's a stockbroker. So at home, make baby. And that was where in 1930, this Warren Buffett was born, okay? Now, interestingly, just for facts of matter, 1930 was where George Soros was also born. So the two greatest investor and trader was born in the same year. And FYI, even more trivia, is that right? They both have wives named Susan. Really, I'm not kidding you. Warren Buffett's first wife is Susan, and I'm not wrong, George Soros' third wife is also called Susan, okay? Cool, right? So don't bully Susan. Okay, anyway, moving forward, right? If you move the tape forward, right, after 30 years later, that means around 1960, it is around here. Now, in 1960, you notice that means that time the Dow Jones was about only 900 points. That means that the Dow Jones only 900 points when Warren Buffett really stepped into the financial market. Of course, he stepped in earlier, but we're talking about just his, where he become a fund manager. It was only 900. So that is the reason why itself, right? Later on in the market, right, Warren Buffett, right, was saying that the market was too expensive when the market went up to 1987. That is where the Wall Street crashed. Can you see here? This is where in 1987, when the Wall Street went up to 2,600 points, all right, in 1987, that was whereby Warren Buffett already from 900 points saw the index go to 2,600 points. So if Warren Buffett is a guy who buy and don't sell, so think about this, over this period of time, the index went up by almost how many times? 3 times. So because of that itself, right, that's where he really makes a lot of money. It's just like having STI now at 1,000, you invested, and then you hold it all the way to 2,600 over the period of maybe, this 27 years, okay. But the thing is this, after the 2000, when the Wall Street crashed down by 22%, next moment itself, you see the Dow Jones went all the way up itself to even 10,000, okay. So think about this, my friends. So from this period of time, it's only year 2000. So which means that, right, if Warren Buffett have put a lot of his money reinvested back in 2,600 points, and then it let it go, it went up by another 5 times. So which means that it's STI like going to 10,000. I'm quite sure if let's say STI can go to from today's price to 10,000, I think all of us here will be very, very rich. I'm quite sure because we're going to reinvest our money in. But the question is, will our STI ever go to 10,000? Let me ask you guys now. Will you think the STI will ever go to 10,000 points? In your perspective, can you tell me, will our STI ever go to 10,000 points? Right? Can you tell me? Will we ever see that? Will we ever see the STI go to 10,000 points? Let me hear from you guys. What do you think? Can STI go there? All right. Wow. A big no. Wow. You guys are using capital letter no. N-O, big no. Don't dare to dream. Very tough. STI all-time high is about 3,900, if I'm not wrong. Okay, do you know why STI cannot go to this 10,000 point? What is the reason why STI cannot go to 10,000 point? You know why? Anyone can tell me why STI cannot go to 10,000 point? There's a reason for that. There is a very valid reason for that itself. Of course, this is my personal take, but I'm very sure that's the answer. Small market, small population. Okay, my answer, my own perspective is all right. The answer is they cannot have that, because if that happen, right, then the income itself will become very big. The income gap, the rich and the poor be very big, and that one will cause problem. That's why some of the bank share itself, right, cannot go past certain price. Okay, I want to quote what price. Y'all know what price I'm talking about. This price cannot be broke, because if they go above it itself, right, the rich will get so rich, the poor get poorer, and then after that itself, they'll be in equilibrium. And when that happens itself, right, a country can break up. That is the point. That is why you see in America itself, right, there's so much a big vast different. But Singapore, overall, everybody okay. So that is my personal take. I can be wrong. If any economists here itself want to challenge and correct me, I'm more than happy to be corrected. All right. But this is something that we all know that. So that's why Singapore STI is quite easy to trade on. You just have to know one thing yourself. They cannot go too low, they can't go too high. So the next time you see any big sell-off in America America market itself, right, you just have to wait. And I believe that, Arun know this very well. Arun know that very well. So the last time when the market came down, right, Arun bought a lot of blue chips in the Singapore Straits Time Index. All right. So that's why he loved STI in a way. Okay, got the idea now? Yes, that is my view lah. So why am I talking about this? Because I'm telling you guys itself, right? Everything goes in cyclical position, all right, movement. So the last time itself we see something like this of such a magnitude itself, right, was back in this in 1967 all the way to about 1982 lah. That was about 16 period of time. So usually the recovery period itself seemingly is about 15 years or 16 years. But that is based on because the Federal Reserve never came in to really go and disturb the market. But if you look carefully now, right, the market doesn't care anymore. The last time we see something like this was in 2008. All right. But you look carefully, it's all right. In 2008, when the market recovered, it took only 6 years. Only 6 years the market had really recovered. So which means that 6 years was all it takes. From last time 16 years, 25 years, and 19 years. So the thing is that it has changed. And now since after 6 years later in 2014, the market now is really on the verge of moving 8 years higher. So in short itself, there's going to be any pullback. Just remember this, don't panic, do what you need to do, okay? All right? So stay cool and, prepare yourself. Okay, so once again, for disclaimer as usual, this morning, I know I have a lot of things to share with you. You can see that a lot of things, I prepared a lot of stuff for you guys. I'm not trying to make things better, and I'm not trying to say that, I just want you guys to benefit out of this. All right, so sometimes if there's a lot of things to share with you, I will share a lot to you. If sometimes there's nothing much to share, I'll just, simply just go through it. All right, but definitely there's a lot of effort putting into all this. All right. So do take note once again, if you are going to stay on the next 5 seconds, that means you have accepted the above disclaimer and you have indemnified me. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you're staying on, let's continue then. All right, before we start this morning again, I love to motivate you and want you to don't give up in life. Okay, no matter how tough time you are now, you should be telling yourself this, don't give up. The only way to do great work is love what you do. And I totally agree with this. All right, now, of course, some of you will say, Kel, how come these 2 days you're so energetic? Well, number one is, right, I can be honest with you because I started to take vegetarian, all right? And I realized that, right, I feel lighter, I feel better, okay? But it's not really that you must do that, but I'm doing it and I feel good about it, first thing, okay? So for a mid-level like me to turn around, quite a big change, right? Number two, but not going to take forever, okay? I'm just doing it for a certain period of time, don't worry. Okay, number two itself, right, is because now I'm in office. Right, in office is a whole entire place is mine. I can really be loud because when I'm at home, right, when I talk louder, first of all, my neighbor will like, hi, Number two is my kids are at home doing SLS. They have to, they have to study lah. Then they need to listen and sometimes they say, Daddy, you're competing with me and the teacher and stuff like that. And last but not least, my wife also look at me, hey, hello. And of course, when my wife is around, right, because she's more practical, critical in certain matters, so I cannot let go. I can't let go certain stuff. So the thing I'm very careful what I say, especially later on in this last part of MAO, the last final 2 slides, whereby I talk about the China so-called involvement with coronavirus. That is where it get a little bit sensitive. And obviously, it's not my wife from China. You know, certain thing I try to avoid lah. Okay. So today you guys got it lucky. I'm in the office right now. Cool, huh? All right, so let's just look at the first thing first is inflation. Look at this thing here, okay? This is a very cute cartoon. Now, how many of you don't recognize this? Come on, guys. What is this? This is a very long, childhood story whereby you know something happened. All right, what is the story title of this thing here? What is when you're young, you read storybooks. So what is the story title of this? All right, if you see this picture, if you don't know, you can't recognize it, then probably you have a very, very, very different childhood, okay? Yay, you got it correct. Wow, first one is Philip, so I give you a like. Okay, yes, indeed, Philip got it. Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, right. So well done, right? Well done, Carl, Colin, Fred, Eric. You guys are all my strong supporters. Thank you guys once again. Right, so basically Jack is on top itself, and then this guy was saying, magic beans? No, inflation. I like this thing. So is inflation really a problem? Now, put it this way. If you are being asked this question for A-levels or your degree, right, to talk about inflation, inflation cuts both ways. Okay, example. Okay, if a coffee shop owner basically cost increased by 5 cents for a cup of coffee, let's say from $1 to $1.05. But what he can do is that because of this inflation, and he knows that the market basically can accept that, or at least push it through, he sells his coffee at 120. So in short itself, right, the cost increased by 5 cents. But because there's a demand for it regardless, he increased his price to 120. So his profit itself, right, increased by 15 cents from one time. So basically itself, right, because this inflation, it helped the store owner to make another 15 cents of profits. And that is 15%. So honestly itself, inflation is a good thing whereby you put the cost to the consumer. So revenue business increases. So of course the coffee shop owner now can have more money to spend on other goods. So this is what Federal Reserve is actually looking at because they want to stimulate the economy. But the problem is that the consumer, which is us, now had to pay another 20 cents, 5 cents for the inflation, 15 cents for the revenue for the store owner. Then we are paying 20 cents on the same coffee that we had probably last year. So now what happened is this, that means my cost increased by 20 cents. Now, of course, this cost 20 cents is not a lot in terms of monetary value, but in terms of position and percentage itself, it have changed. So the thing is this, did our buying purchasing power increase by 20%? No, we don't have it. In fact, we even have a problem here itself. So that is whereby consumer must think of this. So people say, Kel, then I don't drink coffee, I save up the 120. Well, that is true, but you will reduce your so-called entitlement and benefits, right? So as long as you can accept it, that's fine. So this is the struggle between inflation that is good, inflation that is bad. Because obviously, if I'm the store owner now, because I got extra profit, I may actually buy more stuff. And let's say you don't drink the coffee right now, but you sell clothing, then now the coffee shop owner will buy more clothing from you because now he's richer in a way. So that is how this thing will work, all right, for inflation. So now we see this morning, we have a lot of inflation data because now inflation surprises are almost off the chart as data runs hotter than expected. And of course, now, interestingly, even though the inflation is there, the treasury yields are flat. Interesting, right? Why? Because there's a lot of manipulation behind the scene. And of course, now, the point is that people are saying that, right, there could be more trouble, all right, it's just geopolitical. So today, we don't go there, we talk about inflation. So this is why I'm going to share with you. Look at the last data 10 point, the last 10 data points. Now this is from Deutsche Bank. All right. Now for me, it's all right. When it comes to any market information, I will definitely get you the best and the most reliable. I don't think from the internet YouTuber just like that. I will make sure I check the source first. Of course, not every time I can get the source, but if I get that itself, I'll definitely give it to you. So you can actually do a double check back. All right, so you can see over here the last 20 years, the data point have been always between 0.5 to 1. So obviously, when the market is a bad time during a recession, the numbers will go down, all right? When the market is doing well and exploding in terms of the equity market, you see the number goes up. So obviously it doesn't change. We are seeing right now we have an exploding upside movement in equity market. But what is incredible and scary is that the data point now is here. Look at it. This is the data point here. Oh my God, it went through the roof of the chart normality. This is why it gets very scary now. The question is this: can we sustain this? Can we take it? That is a main problem here as well. So there's two ways to look at it. One is to give people more money so that people have more money to spend. That's one way to look at it. The other way is to go for the kill. When you go for the kill means what? That means let the market come down, take away everybody's so-called wealth, and then let's restart from the bottom again. You see, I put it this way, all right? That means that if I bring back the market downwards, okay, then of course the the difference will pull back down. Then everybody go back to normality, and then that is whereby we can start again. And basically, if you look into conspiracy theory of how the Dow Jones being created in 1896 until today, it seems to be every time when this thing gets too hot, the central bank will come in to pull it down so that it can, restart once again. Because if it's too high, people can't buy or won't buy, and then the income is too far away, end of the day is that it doesn't benefit. It's just like telling you this. Like example, you kill sharks in the ocean, all right? So once you start killing the sharks, then what happened? This predator is no longer there. Then the next one under the food chain itself will basically gets bigger, right? So what happened itself, right? It will destroy the entire food chain. So sometimes itself in life, you need to have the sharks around. So that is how you actually, control the whole balancing. So at the moment now itself, right, we have already inflation at the all-time high, all-time high, off the chart high for last 20 years. And that is whereby it gets a bit scary. So of course, this type of thing will have its benefits and his so-called downside. So let's talk about the benefits first, okay? So what are the reasons to stay bullish for now? As I said, for my MAO in the morning, I will do bullish. Then in the afternoon, and in the later part, I do the bearish side. So until the market switch position, then you have the opposite, okay? So now we have this about bullish, okay? So yesterday itself, right, most of the index like Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq were down towards the second part of the day, but one particular index shoot all the way up itself. This index went all the way up itself, right? What index is this? Anyone can tell me? Anyone can guess? Which one? What in this? Quite easy to guess, right? The answer's on the screen already. All right. Which indices has shoot up all the way itself? What do you think? Which index is that? Anyone can tell me? All right, of course, if you look at it itself, right, you can't see in percentage form. There's no price here. So anyone can tell me which index is this? Huh? Unindexed? What's unindexed? Ayo, you Ming, you always make me laugh. Yes, correct, indeed. The answer is, Colin, you got it right again. All right, the answer is actually the Russell, right? The Russell 2000. No, not Michael, not Nasdaq. It's Russell 2000. So what happened to Russell 2000? You look at it. The moment the market opened up yesterday, straight away the buying came in. Wow, it was so strong. All right, and basically it's all right. All the mostly shorted counters are bought back. All right, so there's two things, look at it. Some people say that, hey, that means that the stock market can go up, right? Because why? The cycle, blue chip go first, then after that followed by penny counters. So after penny counter go up, the next cycle will be the blue chip again. So this is one way to look at it. Okay, that means that the market could be going up again because the blue chip will be next. But of course, on the flip side itself, right, usually we also know that the blue chip goes first, then after that it goes sideways, then after that the penny counters will go up. If the penny counter or small company goes up, right, usually that is the last part before the market sell off. So which side do you think? Right, if you think that, right, it is now from penny counter, now you go back to blue chip again, please key number 1. If you think that, right, after this blue chip to penny counter, the market is right to sell off now, please key number 2. All right, please have your answer right now. Let me see what is your take over here as well. All right, let's see what's your answer. Okay, Alvin say down, 2, Arcade 2, Philip 2, Carl 1.5, Judy 2, Arun 1, bye la. Correct. Jerry number 2. Okay. All right. So this is what you guys take. Okay. For me, it's all right. For me, it's like this. All right, I'm a very rational person and very practical. I will buy this. Well, cyclical pattern says that usually after penny counter, the blue chip has to move. So as long as the blue chip move up, I will definitely buy more blue chip. So I won't chase the penny counter now because the next thing will be the blue chip. That's the first thing in my mind. But if later on itself, I realize that the blue chip itself is not going to go up and it's coming down, then I will definitely short the index. Can you see my point here? This is what we call forward strategy. You don't chase after the smoke. You do what will happen next. Just like recently itself, right? Let's throw you back again. Recently itself, right? When everybody was chasing after the moon, all right, on crypto market itself, right? I did tell you guys, maybe you can look at gold because after crypto, likely it will be gold. Remember that? I showed you a chart of a Bitcoin chart and a gold chart. At that time itself, many people say that, hey, Bitcoin. And gold was just sludging at the bottom, but it was not going down. In fact, it was trying to go up. So I'd say, guys, you can look at gold instead. And truth be told itself, now gold actually went up, all right, and Bitcoin came off. Now the question is this: will Bitcoin continue to go? Will recover from here? I don't know yet. But I'll put this aside. Now, more important today is now the question is this: for this particular chart right now, I'll tell you this once again. Likely after the penny counter will finish, the next junction will be the blue chip. But if the blue chip really goes up, buy. That is where you know that the market will go back to the same cycle again. It'll go higher. But if the blue chip doesn't go up right and come down, that means that the other part of the cycle will actually manifest. That means that there will be equity selling. All right. Got my idea? So that is how we're being practical to see and gauge the market. All right. Hopefully it makes some sense to you. Okay. All right. Now, guys, this is whereby I want you guys to really put your date on 19th of June. 19th of June, 2021, 11 a.m. Yay. You must be there. Okay. We will have an event. And we talk about gold, we talk about silver, right? Basically, myself will be the host. And of course, Benedict Chin, he is an ex-corporate director, entrepreneur, and a gold bug. Now, gold bug means he loves gold so much. And FYI, he is the husband of Kelza, who is a gold bug too, all right? This couple love gold so much, okay? And they bought some gold, obviously, right? So I have invited him to come on the stage and then share. He will do a lot of good sharing with you. And of course, those people who love gold, you really must attend, okay? So if you're going to attend this, can you key the word attend? All right. If you're going to attend this session, okay, please key the word attend. All right. I want to see how many of you will attend this session itself. There are 92 of you, 93 of you. Let me see how many of you will attend this session, okay? Now, we'll be talking about gold. We talk about silver. And I'll tell you why silver could go much higher than you can think of. And of course, this is going to happen in the next 6 to 7 months, all right, right now. So guys, if you're going to attend this session itself, right, please key the word attend. Hey, don't bluff me, okay? Must really attend, huh? Wow, Yu Ming, so big capital letter word. Okay, for that, I give you one more love. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Wow, so many of you say will attend. Thank you. Now, not only you should attend, you should bring your friends to attend. Your mom, your dad must attend. Because I know they'll love gold, right? Bring your granny, your grandfather, everyone come down and attend. Because I will be telling you how I see gold. That's why yesterday I spent so long on MAO. And thank you, Yu Ming, once again for doing the cropping of the gold segment, 30 minutes. Wow, that's a lot of work again. Thank you, Yu Ming, once again. Wow, Ho Seng also coming with a big capital letter attend. Wow, okay, I'll give you another love also. Okay, quite fun to do this. I think I'm my computer. So the thing is this, guys, do attend this lovely session. You will definitely like it. I tell you that you will definitely like it. Okay, I'm a gold bug dude, right? You should know that I'm a gold bug too. All right, let me just take a picture here. This is cool. Okay, so attend this session, okay? It's on 11 a.m. We know why 11 a.m. We purposely cater this 11 a.m. so that our friends from India can also join us. Yes, indeed. That's the reason why normally it's 10 a.m., right? This time we purposely shift back by 1 hour just for that itself, okay? This session about 1.5 hours. So we will just, talk about gold, strictly gold and silver. You will definitely like it. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so, oops, sorry, there's some PowerPoint issue. Hold on. Oh my God, sorry about this. I thought I'd done it, my part. So sorry. Okay, wait a moment. Let me just do this. Now, while we are doing all this itself, enjoying ourselves, right? In Malaysia, things are getting a little bit dangerous right now. Let me just do me a favor. Okay, it's just that this is happening right now in Malaysia. All right, Malaysia should prepare for the worst. Okay. All right, apparently itself, right, there is the cases that hit 7,289 cases. Now, of course, we have people, or many Malaysian or Singapore PRs in Singapore, in fact, in our TWB community. And I want to really want everyone here itself, right, later after my MAO, please, in your very silent prayer for 1 minute or so, just pray for all our TWB students, okay? Pray for them, because many of them actually from Malaysia, and their family members are now in Malaysia, and they are getting very worried for them. All right, definitely one of them itself, I know that Yao Dong, right? He is actually a Malaysian, and he obviously very worried. I can see from his Facebook itself, right? He actually expressed a lot of concern for his family members, and of course, really, this is terrible because some of them are saying that the boat is sinking very fast in Malaysia, and you can see. Okay, oops, sorry. You can see on this video right now, I'll play on for you. That's from Channel News Asia. Let's take a look now. Okay, hold on, I make the volume louder.
That lockdown, Malaysia reports. Bakri Yusof sells banana fritters to office crowds in Kuala Lumpur suburb. Compared to a total lockdown in March last year under the first movement control order, he's thankful. At least under the MCO 3.0, he can still trade. Kita dapat pagi, besok habis. Macam itulah sekarang. Lockdown habislah kita. Terima kasih. And for many street peddlers in Malaysia, eating out or living has just gotten a lot more harder, with many Malaysians now told to work from home. Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin, who refused to reinstate a full lockdown, said he needed to protect some 2.8 million lower income earners that work in the informal sector. Instead of going back to a full lockdown, the government has mandated all shops, including gas stations, malls, restaurants, and eateries to close by 8 p.m. Given that dining in is already prohibited, restaurant owners say cutting operating hours will further hurt business.
It will be a problem is that the people who are out there working, they can't get their food within a certain hours. So that's unfortunate. Our hands are tied. Whatever cash flow they have is over, finished.
Apart from retail, food, hospitality, and tourism sectors are among the hardest hit. Meanwhile, the small and medium-scale enterprises that account for 40% of the economy expects half of the 1.3 million SMEs to shut if MCO 3.0 is prolonged.
During MCO 1, they still got cash on.
Okay, guys, so you can hear right now that it's really quite bad in Malaysia. All right, there's two ways to look at it. Number one itself, definitely, right, we have to stay home in Singapore because crossing over now become almost near impossible for time being. On the flip side itself, right, okay, on the flip side, now with this happening right now, I'm sure Malaysia economy will be hit for some time. Then after that itself, stock prices will go pretty cheap. Then that could be another chance for you to make some money off here. Meaning not to short, but actually go long on companies that are actually good, national level interest type. Okay, so this is actually can be an opportunity. In every calamity or crisis, there's always this thing called opportunity. So Chinese always believe it's called 危机, right? So 有危险的时候就有机会的时候. So it's basically meaning that when there's this crisis, there will be opportunities. All right, so I see as a point of opportunities. So take note about this. And of course, if your friends in Malaysia, they can trade gold. I think this is a good time for them to look at gold trading because that could be a nice way to hedge their current position right now with this continued MCO 3.0 or 4.0 right now. Okay. All right. Arun straight away reverse load and top glove. Okay. All right. So sorry, this is my PowerPoint issue here. Let me just correct this. Oops. Okay,
at that lockdown, Malaysia government.
Sorry, one more. Okay, so you can see that in the cases here right now, you can see in Malaysia, it's really flying up. Okay, really flying up itself. It was that 15 December 2020, it went up first. That was where everybody got hit. Then after that, it basically tapered off. Doesn't know what happened. Actually, suddenly it just shoot through and also broke the previous high. So really, I only also hope that Singapore don't do that. Okay, really, we just have to stay cool, stay home, stay safe. Okay, but again, once again, all our TWB members, please really, pray for all our TWB members, friends who are our family members who are actually in Malaysia right now. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Okay, all right. All right, just to check, how many of you will pray for our TWB students and family members? If you say you will pray, please key the word will pray. All right, these two words, will pray. That means as a short one, whether whichever religion you are, just, even if you have no religion, okay, even if you have no religion, just spend 1 minute and just sit down in a corner and just pray for them. Now, for me itself, I will pray for them. All right, I will pray for them and I will pray to make sure that they can actually get through with this. You know, we are just very close by. We're only 1 kilometer away from each other. Really, you know, it really do a lot. So please, guys, let me see how many of you will pray. Wow, very good. All right, definitely. That is what we do here in our community itself. It's not just about money. It's about really relationship, about friendship, about families. All right, guys, please do. If you say you will pray, that's 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute all you need. Just go one corner and just pray. Okay, whether it works or doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It's a bit of help. The law of attraction will definitely come in. Thank you guys once again. I see a lot of will pray there. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much once again. All right, really thank you. Please do that. Okay, so the thing is this, you know, I'm a very logical guy, I told you guys. Oh, sorry, I forgot Hong Kong open already. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's look at the market right now for Hong Kong. Let's take a look. Oh, sorry. How come have this? Okay, hey. Wait, sorry, this is not the right chart. Oh my God, I forgot. Saw the wrong time. Okay. Now, Hong Kong market has just gapped down at 29,104 level. Although it is still above the MLP, it's still above the moving average, MA30, but it's definitely now below the MLP for today. So basically, my personal view is this: if the market stay below MLP today, we should see some profit taking. I repeat, we should see some profit taking today. All right. So why is that so? China A50 is down. You can see that it's down from yesterday was a doji. So by theory itself, if the market stay below OP, there will be some selling in the market. There will be some selling in the market. So overall today itself, right, I will have my personal take is this: by chart wise, it shouldn't be a sell, but because of the market now trading below OP and below MLP, I believe that there should be some profit taking today. So traders, be kind of careful as you approach today's market. Okay. All right, so apology for missing out just now. I'm so sorry. Got carried away. Apology for that. All right, let's look at the Hang Seng right now on our chart. Okay, okay. That is where the problem is. Everybody take a look on the Hang Seng chart. The Hang Seng this morning opened below P2. So below OP, below P2 is a sell. But the KSI is green, right? So that means when you go to KTR -1 to KTR -3, there will be some form of buying interest. So if you are shorting the market, go to KTR -1 to -3, do consider to take some profit from the market, okay? All right, so today, the market seemingly, there is some selling impact right now, happening right now, okay? So traders, if the Hang Seng cannot go above OP, please be careful. There should be some selling pressure today, okay? All right, thanks a lot. We'll come back to the market shortly. Now, going back to this Wuhan virus thingy, so we all know that Wuhan, this is where the origin of the virus, right? We're all being told, right, in a way. And if you go to Wikipedia, you can see that, right, the COVID-19 pandemic, all right, was known to be coronavirus. All right, the whole thing was caused by this severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2, all right? So apparently itself, right, this thing, the virus was first identified. They didn't say created, it's first identified in Wuhan, China, okay? So-called. So because of that, the whole world got hit. Okay, so this one we all know, all right? The thing is this, the only thing is this, my only question is this itself, right? Okay, again, I think my PowerPoint got some problem here. Sorry, let me just do something here. Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry. Now the thing is this, my question I put on my Facebook is, okay, we have a lot of problems now, so in Singapore. How come no one in the world dare to ask China how they can contain the virus since they started it? And now the people are off mask and they are partying without much vaccination. So I really wonder why. So the thing is this, I really don't understand. I mean, I went through all the articles I can find and I don't see any country pinpointing China in a way. So you can see over here right now, this is where I'm going to show you now this interesting video. All right, you can watch this video right now. Wow, this is incredible. Watch this, huh? Okay, about eye candy for some of you. Oh, sorry. Wait, huh? Okay, I think I didn't on the sound behind. Okay, so apology, but that is, you can read from the words. You can see that everybody is partying. Thousands of people packed in Wuhan Maya Beach. All right, that was just last year, August 15, 3 days after my birthday. And you see that, my goodness, look at the way people is partying, enjoying themselves. And they are all not wearing masks. And that's only last year. And now everybody's on street now, walking around, no problem itself. Only go to hospital, then they put on masks. All right. So you can see that they are very okay with this. So my point is this is a big country, and yet they can actually get this thing done. Why the small countries, the smaller ones, are not able to do that? You see all the national papers everywhere say that they have recovered from this coronavirus. So really, I don't understand. So anyone can tell me, shed some light onto this. Why is that so? So later on itself, right? Okay, we will talk about this part. I got a little story to talk to you once again. So if you don't mind holding back all the way last part itself, right? I got this little story to share with you. Okay. All right. So why do I talk about coronavirus again? I'm talking about this one thing, because now apparently itself, right? It's not that I want to bring it up. It's apparently now, right? Joe Biden, the US president, is forced to come out again. Now, apparently itself, right? Biden orders closer review of COVID origins as US Intel weighs Wuhan lab leak theory. Now, apparently itself, right? Okay, apparently itself, right? If you look at this thing here, you would think that, wow, Joe Biden is now doing things again. All right, good. All right, but actually, the main thing is this itself, right? You can see on all the mainstream media, all of them is asking itself, right? That Joe Biden is doing a lot of things and want him to, now Joe Biden want to order his intelligence agencies to go and check out on this thing. But do you know that the best part of the whole thing is this, okay? It was because CNN went in and asked, how come Joe Biden shut down the investigation recently? Yes, in fact, Joe Biden actually shut down this investigating, all right? Shut it down, okay? Then after that, CNN came in and probed. Then now Bo Bian, no choice. He had to come in again and start to do and reorder this investigation to be done in 90 days. So that is where the fun is coming. Why would he initially was against it? Then he had investigation team. Then suddenly he just stopped it. So you think about this for a moment itself, right? I'm sure there's a lot of reason behind that, and that is, geopolitically, that is the reason. So anyway, so now Joe Biden has stepped back in again, and he said that, okay, we get it done. Okay, we'll make it check it out where it came from. But I can tell you this, end of the day, it will not have anything out of this. All right, but nonetheless itself, right? This is where you must understand how the world works. Okay, all right. So lots of note for global news as well, right? Iran has banned Bitcoin mining as it cites that it actually causes cities to suffer blackout and power shortage, okay? So apparently itself, right, the Iranian capital, all right, Tehran, they are saying that, right, this must stop. Bitcoin mining must stop already. Because why? Wow, this is killing them. Because the mining is taking about 95 megawatts per hour. And of course, 85% of the mining is done in this country, all right? So it's done illegally, all right? 85% of this mining is done illegally. So obviously, right? So the thing is right now, you can see here itself, that is whereby people are getting very worried and they want to clamp it down. But of course, Iran is top 10, but the biggest one is China. Wow, the top 10, right? Number one is still China. So but China have no problem, right? You see that? So I can tell you this itself, right? There's a lot of good reason why certain thing is in the market for the cryptocurrency market. Why China is clamping down all this thing. All this thing is a bit of, this is what we call it as manipulation. End of the day itself, right? You know what is going to be beneficial for you. You don't want the rest of the world to have it. You need to do something. That is what I'm saying in my opinion, okay? So guys, watch out for this. This is going to be another pocket for you to look for better price to go into the market, okay? All right, so you can see now, you can see Taiwan, you can see Pakistan, right? They have all the blackout recently. So is it because of the mining issue? We really don't know because they never mentioned that itself. I kind of suspect it is lah, put it this way, okay? All right, so we have US data tonight. Wow, tonight data was big now. Yesterday, the crude oil inventories was 1.62 million, all right, negative, all right. So you still got crude oil. What happened to the crude oil yesterday? But main thing is today we have the core durable goods orders, we have the GDP, we have the initial jobless claim, and the pending home sales. If you look carefully now, based on the previous numbers, everything looks lower than not, all right. Durable goods looking at below at about 0.8%, what previously was 2.3%. And this GDP is going to be better. Interesting. Okay, I don't think so. Right, pending home sales is looking at 0.8. So in my opinion itself, right, today all these negative, this will be negative numbers, right, and lower numbers in my opinion. So let's see whether I'm right or not. Because on what I'm seeing right now, it should be happening. Okay, so today from 8:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. we have a lot of data coming out. So guys, stay tuned. Okay. Now, last night, the Dow Jones, you can see the Dow Jones have been sideways throughout the whole entire day before it let go to close near the opening price. So you can see that it seems that there's no trading activity, right? Very low volume, in fact. So basically, S&P 500 ekes out a small gain in light of light trading. Yeah, light trading because we're going to have a long weekend soon. Yes, this coming Monday, it'll be a long weekend, Memorial Day. So likely the market, let's say, okay, it's summer period now. Let's take a little break. Yes, that's why I say now the market, you know, at today, the Dow Jones at 125 years birthday today are going to take a break soon. Okay, so what happened is generally the market is very sideways. All right, the SPDR ETF, they only traded 33.5 million share. It's way below the 30-day moving average of 77 million. So it's like half of the town, more than half, okay, it's not on screen. So where they go? At home resting, in not coming out. I already expressed my concern here, really. This is something not very good. All right, it cannot be summer holiday, all go out to party or enjoy. I mean, I know they are going out, but with the world now, you can trade in the market. Why are you doing that? So I got my question mark here. So anyway, the people now watching Washington to see whether Joe Biden is going to be coming out more things. All right, apparently, the Republican has sent Joe Biden a counter offer this week that it costs about $1 trillion to boost the economy further. So let's see, okay? And of course, we have what I think our own CNBC Colin have mentioned. We have all the chief executive of the largest bank from JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, all going to testify before the Senate Banking Committee, which is today. All right, so let's see what they have to say, and then let us see what will happen. But end of the day is that we all know that it doesn't really have much impact. So news-wise from small caps is the one leading the show. All right, while the rest is sideways. Now, FYI, Jeff Bezos announced his departure date already. So he already sold some of the shares away, right? So he can enjoy himself. I think this is another worry problem, in my opinion, for Amazon. All right, so let's just go through what happened yesterday. That's a quick one. Now, the KSI was red the day before. So that's why when the market opens between the two pivot, right, if the market do go up to KTR +1, do expect to see some profit taking. Okay, that's how it works. Although, then if you go down below OP, right, then normally you should go to KTR -1. So basically, when the market is between the two pivots and the KSI is red, the logical thing is that it will go up if you go over OP, but keep KTR +1 and above, do take some profit. If the market sell down below OP, then when KTR -1, it's usually that is where the market will go. All right. Yuming, I don't know whether it's the Chinese vaccine is better, but until now, no one dare to really take it. And of course, Liu, well, I don't know whether it's going to be a black swan or not, but I just want you guys to stay safe, okay? All right, so what you see yesterday, wow, the market really did, all right, really did. The market didn't go to KTR +1. It don't even go to KTR -1. So market was basically ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So that's why yesterday you don't see me really involved in the market. I just keep quiet because I know that usually this is going to happen, all right? So when there's no volume or no trading, traders, you have to go slow or go for something else, which I know you guys went or go excellent, well done, okay? So that is what happened yesterday for the Dow Jones, so nothing much to say. So there's nothing much we can do, all right? When the market's not moving, seriously, no indicator in the world can help you, all right? Okay, so let's just look at right now at the market. Now let's take a look. Okay, let's switch to the market right now. Okay, Hong Kong is now lower, trading lower. Look at the 5-minute chart right now. Hong Kong is trading lower. Okay, a gap down and it fell down already. So again, not too sure what is the main reason for this thing here, but of course, the US market play a part. China A50 has also come off, but have recovered from the low end. So maybe there will be some recovery soon. Okay, let's look at Dow Jones today. Now, this is Dow Jones for the conventional chart. Let's take a look right now. Now, the MLP, the 61.8, I told you, is 34,400. And now the Dow is trading below 34,400. So that means that there will be selling pressure. I already told you guys yesterday, remember that if the Dow Jones stays below 34,400, I will look to sell. Remember? Right, remember that? I say, right, if the Dow Jones stay below 34,400, I will look to sell. If you remember this, please key number 34,400. Please key that. All right, if you remember that, I did say that if the Dow Jones stay below 34,400, it's a sell. Now, why do I say that? Because 34,400 is a 61.8. And this is something that I share with you, that if the Dow Jones cannot stay above the 61.8, it will pull back. Now, where will it pull back? I also tell you the number is 34,186. Okay, thank you, John. All right, so basically means that, right, I suspect that today the Dow Jones will go down to 34,186. We are about probably 70 points away from there itself. Okay, thank you, John, for doing the first write-up. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you, Eric, Vincent, Eileen, and Susan. Okay, so now you notice that the MA30 today is also very close by. The MA30 is also very close by. So I'm going to give a strong conviction call here right now, is that if the Dow Jones stay down, Dow Jones will hit 34,186. I repeat, the Dow Jones will come down to 34,186 level. It will come down to that. But once it reaches there itself, right, you have to be careful, because we've seen many times when the market hit the MA30, usually it will rebound. So for buyers, if you want to buy Dow Jones, when it go to 34,186, you can consider to look at that to buy. Okay, so guys, cool, huh? So this is on the buy side. Now, if the sell side, how do we look at it now? For the sell side itself, right, again, this point here is critical. So the Dow Jones, this is the 50% mark of the Fibonacci, which means that 34,186 will be a very critical level that the Dow has to hold up. So if the Dow Jones really don't hold up, then the Dow Jones can really come down to a next level. And the next level is roughly around here, and that is about 33,710. So I'm going to write it down for you guys. If the Dow Jones really break below this point here itself, it will go to 33,700 level. So that means that if the Dow Jones do break below 34,186, there is a probability to see Dow Jones trading down to 33,700 level. Okay, so all clear on this? All right, if you are clear, please key 33,700 on your screen right now. Okay, right, take note of that, okay? So we have upside 34,400 for upside, we have 33,700 for the downside for bank conventional chart, okay? Thank you guys for participating, so take note of that. Huh? Weekly chart white buy, well, we have a little bit of pullback right now, it doesn't look that good, so we got to watch carefully. The so-called intersection points for 34,000, so the weekly chart says that 34,000 is a stay point, so let's watch 34,000. So 34,000 will be the key pivotal point for this weekly chart momentum, okay? So the Dow has to stay above 34,000, okay? All right, this is something that you have to take note of that. Okay, all right, so this is what's happening right now for the Dow Jones on the weekly chart. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones now for the day chart here. Now, this is the Dow Jones day chart for today. Well, it seems to really get into trouble. Now, I did tell you guys many times already. Hopefully you got my hint. I told you guys that when the market is going up and a higher low, that means that the low gets higher while the KSI is red. Usually, once the market breaks the low of the previous day, there will be selling. And I told you guys yesterday and the last few days already. So yesterday's low is at 34,265. So that is the low here. I'm going to put it in. All right, so you can see now the market very visibly clear has traded below the 34,265 level. So which means that there will be some selling today. So unless the market can go back above 34,265, if not, right, there will be some selling pressure in the market. So this is something to take note of. You know, at the 15-minute chart right now, the 15-minute chart shows very clearly that the Dow basically came down from the opening bell and then now is trading below the 34,265, and you can see that it stopped there for a while. There was some buying. That once the selling came in, it dribbled down. All right, so 265 will be a very key level to watch out for any form of recovery. Okay, so get my point? Yeah. Okay. So we like to look at the Nasdaq right now. Now Nasdaq, well, interesting. Let's take a look at this Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq yesterday went up, so I thought that it will actually go higher. But today, because I think maybe the Dow Jones is now trading below the MLP. MLP is about 13,690. Now do note again, the 61.8 is just nearby. The market has went above it recently. So as long as the 61.8 holds water, that's fine. So in case you want to ask me, Cal, then where is the level to actually be careful for Nasdaq today? The level to be careful is 13,638 level, like around there. Okay, that will be the key level for the Nasdaq today. Now, if the Nasdaq really fall, the next level is 50, but near the MA30, that is 13,522 level around there. Okay, so today the Nasdaq had to stay above 13,638. As long as it stay above there, things are okay. All right, so do watch out for that. 13,638. Okay. So for today's the Nasdaq, let's look at the Nasdaq chart. The Nasdaq chart now, you can see that it's turning red in color, but we cannot use this as CCYR yet. But actually, all looks okay. But because we have a bit of problem here, the opening price is actually in the middle, and with the KSI green, logically we should see upside. But when the market is supposed to see upside and doesn't go upside, right, it means something is actually wrong. The other side will actually happen. So I'm going to say up front here, if the market hit the P2 and recover, it will be a buy if there's a CCRY on the chart. But if the market goes below P2 and sell, then wow, this is going to be terrible, right? So the potential downside for this Nasdaq, it can go down to 13,390 because that is a KCB level. So traders, you have to take note. Now, in case you want to ask, how come sometimes you can't see the KCB? It depends on what color. If your bar now is red in color, you look for the KCB, the yellow bars. That's how the chocolate bar works. If your bar is yellow, it will not show you the downside one. Okay? Yeah, so take note of that. Huh? Okay, the S&P 500 now, S&P 500 also doesn't look too good. It's pulling back, but S&P 500 is way above the 61.8. So because of that itself, right, I think for S&P, we are still quite safe. 41.67 is the level here to watch out for at the moving average MA30. The so-called MA, the 61.8 is about 41.65 level. So as long as the market stays between this area here, this is where the support is. So now currently now S&P is trading 41.88 now. So if let's say S&P is to drop, then at least there will be some artificial support between 41.67 to 41.65 level. Okay, so watch out for that. So at the moment, of course, it's not viable to buy any cheaper price than you buy, then you'll be safer. Okay. S&P 500 now on the day chart, everything still look okay, but the only thing is this, today S&P 500 is an inverse pivot. Inverse pivot means that the both sides will draw it, okay? So see which one is stronger. So now at the moment, you can see S&P is being drawn downwards, but the KSI is green, so it's quite incredible. That means that someone has a bigger power here itself drawing the market downwards, okay? So once it hit this point, it's 41.81, right? I suspect there'll be some support here. That means the market may actually recover, okay, at 41.81 level. But of course, if something greater than what we know, sell it down. Now, if the market really loses it, if the market trade for below 41.81, that means the market will sell down quite a fair bit. Where we go, maybe here itself. If the market really go a bit crazy, then it may come down all the way here, and that's 41.55. Now, this is going to be drastic, so I don't think will happen, but I'm going to put it down for you here itself. But of course, if the market really finds strength and go up, right, then easily the market will go to 4207 again. I say again, if the S&P really stays strong, it will go back to 4207 again. Okay, so I covered the S&P for all the US indices already, and now we check back on the Hang Seng again. Hang Seng is still down, but it's off the lows. China A50 is, oh wow, China A50 is down further. Wow, this is not very good, right? This is not a very good sign. So traders, be very careful on this, okay? Now DAX. Yesterday, we saw, the day before, we see all-time high, and look at DAX. The way DAX yesterday sell off is my concern. Yesterday, I told you guys, right? Remember that yesterday I told you that if DAX cannot break MLP, if the DAX cannot break above MLP, DAX will come down. Do you remember that? If you remember that, can you key the word spot on for me? Only if you remember that I say that if the market, basically DAX cannot cross MLP, DAX will come down, because based on what we see before, every time when DAX was being pumped up with a black candle the next day, almost incidentally, the next few days, there will be some selling. If you remember that I said this, please key the word spot on. If you don't remember that, or I actually anyhow say one, then maybe I must think back again. All right, for today's MA is 15,315. Uncle Arun, today, magic number for you, 15,315. That will be the MA30. The last time we see this happening was here, 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 right? So all this MA30 shows that every time the market goes up, right, hit the MA30, it will always rebound. So today MA30 number, the magic number is 315. Now the yesterday closed at 15,454, right? So if the market dropped by 130 points, I think there should be some instrumental bargain hunting around there at 15,315. 315, Uncle Arun. 15315, not 395. Yeah, all right. Okay, cool. All right, so that is a number, the magic number for today. So later on, when DAX open, right, we all aim there, okay? 15,315 to look for buy. All right, update you guys further later on. Okay, so that will be all for the US and the Asia equity market and stuff like that. So let's just look back in commodities. Yay! Now gold yesterday shoot up, okay, from the opening price, slowly it went up to 1912, okay, and everybody was happy. I thought it would go to 1914, but I did a SWL, and when it came back down, I know that's it, cannot go. Luckily, SWL in time, because after that, gold paused down, all right. So what causes gold to go down? It was because the US dollar actually climbed up, and I told you guys, US dollar will be coming up soon. And again, it was spot on, right, guys? So that is the reason why you have the 10 morning MAO, because I do all the homework for you, and I just tell you what you can look out for. And when things happen itself, you just work accordingly. Isn't that a good deal? I mean, seriously, isn't that a good deal? Someone do your homework for you, and then you just have to capitalize on it. Good deal, right? Think about this. So you should bring more friends to join TWB, all right? Really, a lot of people now is asking to want to join us for the just MAO, really. They think that the MAO really separates, because it's really a person doing homework for you. All right, so now the thing is this, now people are saying that gold is okay now, and let's just buy gold, but apparently it's all right, okay? Bloomberg says that now the treasury yields have rebounded a little bit, maybe you must be very careful on gold. Well, again, it's really what you see, but basically, in my opinion, it's all right. Now gold is at a high, I won't chase it, I don't mind waiting for it to come down, okay? Come down, then I buy again. So that's why I warned you guys yesterday when you go to about 1910, 1920, 1912 level, I say, guys, go slow, put SWL, be careful, this and this and this, because it's all for you guys. Even if you don't do this, it doesn't benefit me. If you benefited from the advice, you profit or you benefit, right? That is good for you. So that is what we call family, all right? Yeah, it's a lazy man MAO. Yeah, it did. Thank you, Eric, for saying that. Thank you, Anthony. Okay, it's a good deal. So, okay, Carl, thank you for also saying it's a good deal. And of course, Eric, thank you for saying it's a good deal too. All right, thank you very much. Let's look at the gold today. Yesterday. Recap. Now gold opens here between the two pivot. KSI is green, no blue bar. So I told you gold will go up, right? Now yesterday gold was at 1898. Straight away gold went up and crossed 1902. And in fact, the high was 1912. So it was all the way to gold. Now the reason why I talk about KCB, because on your screen, I told that, right, 1914, there is a level there, watch out for. That is the KCB level. But after that, the market, because of the dollar, the market U-turned and then went below the P1 level. So that's why gold pull down a little bit. But overall, gold is still on uptrend, right? So let's see whether gold today will go up or not. So before that, we look at the gold yesterday's movement. So gold was sideways. Then during our MAO, it shoot up, right? Wow, first wave went up already. So above OP, above pivot 1 is a buy, right? So you can see above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY, if you buy, you actually make some money. Can you see that? So overall, the market did went up, all right? But not a lot, but it still went up, right? But once it goes below OP, okay, and also below pivot 1, that's where the selling came in. But because the because the KSI is green, once the market hit the KTR -1, you can see almost instantly it rebound. So if you remember the rules that where the KSI is green in color for the day chart, look out for buy opportunity at KTR +1 to -3. And really, again, it happened. And the sweet spot is this. Our KTR already calculated that 1891 could be one of the low end level. And truth be told, you look at it, the market really come down and stop there. That is why I love my system so much. Really, there's so much thing we can do as long as we believe in it. And really, when the market come down, and you remember the rules, you just have to trade it, make money. And of course, the KCX was also there. Beautiful, all right, it was beautiful. Now, yesterday, the market came off, right? When it's signs of the market coming off, well, if you look carefully, there was no much BNB at all throughout. All right, all been quite same or trending bars. So that means that this selling itself, right, came from this, likely it's because of the dollar that really brought the gold down. Okay. All right, so let's just look at the gold market right now. Okay, first of all, we can see that the China market has recovered off the lows. Hong Kong also off the lows, recovering quite fast. So that is why you can see that when the KSI is green, you do see a lot of buying interest coming into the market. Okay, so let's just look at gold now. Now, gold on the daily chart first. Now, on the gold daily chart, we are still rather positive. I told you guys it's still okay. All right, but then okay, let me now bring back in all the levels now. The MLP for gold today is about 1897. The moving average MA30 is about 1845. So basically, in short itself, right, if you look at it carefully, the market is still pretty strong, pretty positive. All right, there's still a probability for gold to go to 1925 on the Fibonacci. But if the market today stay below MLP, right, then of course, the selling is still going to be holding it down. But if the gold can cross 1897, which is the MLP level, then likely gold will resume its buy up. Okay, that is what I'm seeing on gold, right? So watch out for gold if we cross the MLP. All right, let me write down for you. That's about 1897 or 98, make it easier. 1898 will be the MLP to watch out for. If the gold can stay above 1898, then gold will likely be trading higher. Okay, all right, cool, huh? Now, 1845 is the MA30. If gold do plunge for whatever reason, MA30 will be a lovely time to buy into gold, and I'm just waiting for this to happen. So I really hope that gold can come down here for the sake of ourselves. Then after that, we can buy gold and then make money from there. But of course, if the price comes down, the MA also move, right? So let's see how fast the market will react accordingly. Okay? Okay, so that is gold on the conventional chart. Let's look at gold on a weekly chart. Gold weekly chart itself, right, really went up to the 1902 level. Now have some more resistance. You realize that there's no chocolate bar after this. The next chocolate bar will be here. The next chocolate bar will be somewhere around here. That is a KCB level, and that KCB level is about 1954. 1954. Wow, 1954. 1954 area. So if gold really can cross 1902, cross chocolate bar, the next KCB will be 1954. Okay. All right, so was silver. Silver pullback yesterday after the gold pullback. So I still believe that silver will come to the MA30 first. That's $27.30. But the real level that I want to buy is $25.96. That will be the better price. So I hope that you just stay around here and it breaks down and come down to this point. This will be the best time to load into silver. Okay, so let's see whether can we have the chance to buy something near there itself. Right, just to check with you, how many of you are interested to trade silver? If you're interested to trade silver, please key the word silver right now. Let me see, out of 97 of you, right, how many of you are interested to trade silver? So Anthony like to trade silver. Fred also silver. Buyer also silver. Cheng Kui also silver. Jimmy, Chong Ming, all like, Carl also. Yeah. I think we should trade silver soon, okay? Han Yu, David also, right? Alvin, okay, yeah. Because silver, if you ask me yourself, right? In my opinion, it's just like buying Dogecoin. Yeah, it's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, but it is just Dogecoin. Because in terms of price difference is a lot. So if let's say it goes up, right, in terms of percentage, you gain more money. So if let's say gold is current price now, let's say 1,009 example. If you take gold, you see, if you take gold 1,009 at the moment now and you multiply this by 1.5, all right, meaning 50% upside, right? 1,009 times 1.5, you will get a figure of 2850. Wow. Now the all-time high for gold is only 20,074 on the AIMS platform. Okay, you understand my point? All right, now silver today is now at $28. $28 multiplied by 1.5, that means that, right, if we expect a 50% upside, right, at $28 multiplied by 1.5, you get 42. Now, FYI, silver higher is about $50. So which means that, right, the point is this, silver high, even a historical high itself, right, this silver 50% is only 42, while the historical high is at 50. So if let's say we talk about gold will go up by 50%, let's say it go up by 50%. All right, then that means silver to go up by 50% is quite easy, right? Then it's still not even the all-time high yet. So that means there's actually a lot of room for a lot of potential upside here itself. It means that the probability of happening is actually pretty high because we have seen before silver at $50. So that's why, in my perspective itself, right, loading into silver will be a good idea if let's say I'm going to buy gold. So in terms of this proportional, right, on the 19th of June, right, I will tell you guys how to proportion your portfolio, right, and you can actually see how it goes from down there. That's why I think silver will be a good idea, right? So John, Pipin, Ho Seng, Lewis, and Jerry all under silver. So this mathematics makes sense, right? Makes sense, right? This is all hard facts and figures. It's not like plucking the numbers from the air. I always give you very reliable stuff for you to digest and think about it. Okay? All right? Okay. All right, so let's look at gold today. Well, gold today, we have a bit of a problem. But gold today, in terms of gold, we have the opening price below the pivot 1 and pivot 2, likely pivot 2. So, but the KSI is green now, but there's no blue bars here. So which means that, right, if gold stays below OP, it's a sell, but because no blue bar and green KSI, if you go to KTR -1 to -3, look out for buy signal, okay? If gold come down to KTR -1 to -3, look out for buy signal, okay? So you look at the 15-minute chart right now, just a quick one. At the moment now, gold is sideways. So 1888, wow, good number. 1888, if the price come down here and do a CCRY, you can try. 1888, okay, it's a KTR -1 level, okay? Cool? All right, so we watch out for this later on when go down to 1888. Okay, all right. How about crude oil? Last one, wrap it up. Now, crude oil yesterday didn't have much movement. Even though the inventory was negative, the crude oil also never moved. But you can see that once the market hit the trend line that I draw and above the MA30, right, crude will always go up. So that's why as long as this crude stay above my MA30 and my trend line, there's no reason to be panicking about this crude oil coming down, okay? All right, so we have come to the end of the part 1 of the morning MAO already. All right, thank you guys for this morning once again. All right, so a bit of draggy this morning, 1 hour, 20 minutes more. Oh gosh. So, but this is all good stuff, right? I hope you like it. All right, we'll spend another 10 more minutes to talk about the alternate market views, and that'll be all for this morning MAO. So if you want to stay further to listen to me, especially people who don't like conspiracy theory, please don't stay on under last part, okay? Because the last part itself, I'll just dabble a little bit on conspiracy theory with the China thingy. So just for fun of it, okay? So if you don't want to hear this, please exit right now. All right, I'll come back in about 15 seconds time. Give me a while, take some water. Oh, okay. There's Eric love it. Oh, okay lah. You love it, then I give you a love lah. Okay, guys. Welcome back to the alternate market view. So this segment itself will definitely talk about negative stuff, those bearish stuff. So if you don't like it itself, right, you can just exit. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Now, dollar index. I told you guys, dollar index will rise, and really it happens. You see. Really, it happened again, all right? So I told you that dollar index will recover, and truth be told, it went up on its own, really on its own, okay? So does it mean that, right, the dollar will go higher? In my opinion, it's right, it will, because of the overnight reverse operation, okay? Yeah, wow, so much love. Thank you. Who's giving all the love? Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, right. So the dollar index is the one that basically there. That's why our traders also shorted the euro and pound last 2 days because of the dollar index. Now, what is happening now is that, my God, look at it. The overnight RRP is really now at the crazy level. I believe that it will hit the 500 million mark very soon already. Very, very soon. I can tell you this. Very soon, we will see it trading the 500 million mark, okay? We're now 450. Initially, it was 238. Then after that, 318. Then after that, it's now 350. And today, it's 450. Oh, my God. So basically, it's not right. They are basically wanting the US banks to hold the treasuries, and of course want to really hold the hands of the banks not to do anymore. So rather than say tapering, right, they do this sort of backdoor tapering, is to hold the market down. And that is the reason why there's no trading volume in the market, because the boys cannot move anymore. So Federal Reserve is right, just basically do this a very interesting way and tighten it from the other way around itself. And that's why the trading volume don't have any more. That is the point here itself. And there's one company in particular that actually is having a bit of problem on the side. All right. This company itself is a company that recently this Warren Buffett has sold. And this company is Wells Fargo. Now, Wells Fargo recently, Berkshire Hathaway, they have already sold off almost all their holdings. Now, this is something very interesting because Warren Buffett has been buying this company for 31 years, okay? And it's one of his most successful one of investment. But the thing is this, the news said that because the bank is fueled with these scandals of mistreating customers, creating fake numbers. Honestly, I don't buy that. I mean, there is these things, but I don't believe that all these things, because these are all human factor. If you sack away all those people away and get good quality people, pay premium to the real good people, I mean, that was the problem, right? Then why is Warren Buffett actually doing this? So the only way I can tell you this is that because I suspect that, right, the housing problem may get further trouble. And because of that itself, right, I kind of suspect that, right, this company, Wells Fargo, must be very careful already. Traders, my point is this, be very careful of Wells Fargo. I kind of suspect that this company will have a problem soon. Now, let me bring you the Wells Fargo chart now. A quick one. Okay, earlier I forgot about this. Let me show you now. You go to key Wells Fargo, stock price. You can see that the share went up yesterday. But look at the last 6 months. You can see This stock have been going up all the way for last 6 months. Okay, 1 year to date. My God, look at it. So why would Warren Buffett want to sell off this when actually this is a running up counter? I really don't understand. I really don't understand. Based on what we know about how Warren Buffett do things, right, it doesn't make a lot of sense here. So kind of tell me that something is actually very wrong. Okay, so this company itself is a multinational financial service company. Okay, so all these things tells, all right, it looks good, nothing bad. So not too sure what is going on, but traders, to me, itself, right, watch this Wells Fargo. If Wells Fargo start to really come down in price action, right, something is very wrong already. Okay, all right, now Icahn, all right, this guy itself, right, I want you to trust his vision. Okay, now why do I say that? Now, many moons ago, I talked about Icahn. I say that this guy, he has the vision. Now, remember this back in 2016 when he was actually, shorting the Dow Jones Index because he expected that Donald Trump becoming president, the stock market will crash. But interestingly and very decisively, the moment when Donald Trump became the president, right? I mean, when he was announced president, he won the election. Straight away, the Dow Jones plunged by 800 points. So he was enjoying it in a way. But after that, something tells him is wrong because he realized that something is wrong. He went back home from his party and reversed his position from short to long and make a lot of money from there. Second thing is when he fought the battle, right, against this guy, recently I just mentioned his name, about Herbalife. Who's that guy again? Bill Icahn, correct? Bill Icahn, right? Bill Icahn was shorting Herbalife, but Icahn was actually long Herbalife. And of course, end of the day, we all know that Icahn win the battle, okay? And he make even more money. Now, I told you guys last year, he shorted one particular index, and that is the shopping mall index. Yeah, there's one such thing, okay? So apparently now, right, this outlet in this Navida, they have sold it for only 400,000. Oh my goodness. That means a Singaporean, listen here, if you actually have 400,000 US dollar, you can buy down entire shopping mall. Oh my God. Now, it was actually valued at 28 million last year during the COVID time. All right, 28 million. And it was even worth 125 million in 2012. Oh my goodness. Now, for 400,000, 5-room HDB flat, you can buy it already. So, any buyer? This Arun, want to go for a shopping mall buyout or not? Oh my goodness. Really, this is really incredible, okay? Really, for a price of a condo, for us HDB flat, we can buy one shopping mall. Oh my goodness. Okay, so who this guy? This is his Icahn. Now, I really trust his vision. So if I trust his vision, I must trust what he do, right? So last year itself, right, he shorted and made $1.3 billion against the shopping mall because he said that, right, this is going to be a big problem, okay? And of course, he did through the credit default swaps, okay? Now, the thing is this, you look carefully now, look at it. This is whereby Icahn, right, did it. Okay, Icahn, sorry, did it. All right, and he shorted big time. So did he have some information of the COVID? I don't know whether you have or don't have, but definitely for sure itself, right? When 2020 come, you see, make big money, right? Crazy, all right? So now the thing is this, after that Federal Reserve coming to pump, right? Yeah, so the index went up, the CMBX, S6BBB, all right? So the thing is this, it went up. But now after Federal Reserve have pumped in and show in, right, with the economy now at 34,000 for the Dow Jones, the index come back down again. And now the more, as you saw earlier, has did a more liquidation. So if you do suspect that there will be more liquidation, that means Icahn is going to make more money because he's still short in this market. He's still short in this market. So that is the reason why I felt that, right, for a certain part of America, this economy, right, things are not going as good, especially retail sales, aka consumer confidence. That is the reason why itself, right, all this tells you, although the stock market is going higher, right, it's very selective buying. It's not really reflecting the real thing. Yes, Arun, I will definitely be looking to retail property investment very soon. If I make some good money from the market itself, this one market is a time to go and pick bottom and just leave it alone. And 10 years later, we are be much richer than today. Agreeable? Yeah. Okay. So that is why I want you to share his vision about Icahn. Now, if you share this vision, then obviously there's one more thing you must share. Apparently, Carl Icahn says he may, not 100%, may get into cryptocurrency in a big way. This is today's. Yes, if you believe in Carl Icahn now, wow, he is correct, Colin. See? Right, he is the one that said that he will go big way. So now what we see gold price at the high, we see now crypto at the low end. Let's see whether this guy. So the moment if you see some movement here itself from the way he speaks, usually that's where things happen. So let us see how it goes, okay? So I trust him because he has his track record and he's good. By the way, don't you find he looks like George Clooney, by the way? I always find that way. All right, so to me itself, this guy, his portfolio must trust on. Really, he's very good. All right, and it's a very good opportunity. Read out on Google on him. You will see that his track record is very good. He's actually better than George Soros, actually. All right, very ruthless guy, come to business, but really he makes money lah. And look at his eyes. I think he'll tear you down when we look at you. Okay, so now is storytelling time before we go for today. All right, so now Dr. Fauci, he's testified again the booster shots and COVID origin. And apparently now itself, right, the Republicans are very pissed with him. They are saying that, right, this guy had to be sacked, okay? They say that Dr. Fauci itself should be terminated for his shifting position on the Wuhan lab funding. So apparently itself, right, apparently there was some funding really to the Wuhan lab, all right, from the America. So that is the G part itself. And of course of that itself, right, now Donald Trump is saying that he has very little doubt that COVID came from Wuhan lab, meaning that he's quite sure it came from a lab. Okay, now why I say storytelling time? Because I told you before this story, I will say this again, but because of sensitivity, I'm going to use some acronym and you go and decide what you want to think for it. Okay, first of all, it's all right. I believe that, okay, a little bird tell me this, a little bird tell me that the thing really came from a lab in China. All right, so apparently it's all right. It was just because it was made to do something. Then, of course, the A country come in and decided to punish C country because C country then was very naughty and tried to be very funny. So A country comes in and you know what? Try to release this thing here to the C country in the market. And of course, they were confident that this thing will not be a problem because it's supposed to be by hitting summer period, the hot sun will kill off the thing. But apparently this thing didn't go out as planned. And of course, it reverse bias. I told you karma is a very interesting thing. It reverse bias. And now A country got hit. All right, during this period of time itself, right, you realize that the T president was actually have no idea what to do, but the next president B knows something. And of course, what happened later on, interestingly, after a while later, they realized that, okay, that, you know, because of that, T president failed to do a good job. B became the president. Now, when that point itself was okay, but apparently the thing changes, mutated, right, became a different variant, and then now it caused a major problem around the world, and now a lot of countries are looking for someone to be responsible. So theoretically now itself, right, in a way, both C country and this A country is having a problem. All right, they are trying to kick the ball around each other so that they won't be to be blamed, all right? So because of this itself, right, then that means that things have got out of hand. So both countries now is trying to solve this problem by, pushing the blame. So all I can tell you is this thing is that it definitely has come from somewhere because you can see the way it developed is very different. It knows itself and it knows what to do. So dear all, this is my little story, whether you believe it or not, anyway, it's just a story. A little bit tell me this. End of the day is that things can get worse than it is. So because of that itself, we should ask C country whether how on earth they can actually recover from the thing and why A country also can recover, because now you can see there are people running around. So don't you find that is why both C country and A country, they are technically, right, having their cases going down. Quite interesting, right? All right, guys. So end of the day is who suffer? The rest of countries. So are they buying countries now? Yeah, they're buying in a way. So guys, this is how I see this whole entire this fiasco here. All right. So hope you like that little story. If you can't get my story, it's okay. Don't bother. Don't bother. Okay. All right. Thank you once again, all my friends here for today. Thank you once again. We come to the end of today's MAO. Today's afternoon MAO itself will be a pre-recorded session because I have something on in the afternoon. So I will upload that video shortly after this. Okay. It will be pre-recorded. So that means today there'll be no live Afternoon MAO again. All right, apologize on that. A thing to do. So stay tuned, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. S country suffer. Yes, indeed. M country suffering, I country suffering at the same time now. It's all like that. Huh? Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye-bye. Wow, thank you, Luis, putting my name.